Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sucharita Kukreti and you're watching the debate. Everything seems to be falling apart for the INDI Alliance. And it seems the exit of Nitish Kumar was just the beginning. The electoral debut for the alliance began with the mayor elections in Chandigarh, Aam Aadmi Party and Congress coming together and calling it the start to the fight for 2024 against the BJP. But it seems that all claims have fallen flat as BJP has gone on to win the mayor elections. And this electoral debut debacle is not the only war for the INDI Alliance. The fight for perception continues as two chief ministers and one ex-deputy chief minister face the ED charges. And that's our debate number one. Our debate number one, is it all but over for INDI Alliance? INDI completely falls apart. After back-to-back flop shows, it's all over for the INDI Alliance even before the big 2024 battle. That's debate number one. Debate number two, Pak Army gets control of polls as Imran Khan gets 10 years jail term. Is the Pak Army in control of elections now? Abhishek Kapoor debates that at 10 p.m. And debate number three, is China meddling getting brazen? After turning Maldives into a vassal, China now targets Nepal. Big debate with Abhishek Kapoor again at 10:30 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, the INDI Alliance has failed its first electoral test. The Chandigarh mayor polls. After BJP registered a comfortable win, the INDI has levelled poll rigging charges now. The poll debacle comes even as two key INDI leaders are facing the ED heat. From no unity to back-to-back flop shows. It seems as if INDI is completely falling apart. Here are the developments, and then we debate.
कि इंडिया गठबंधन पूरी मजबूती से चंडीगढ़ मेयर चुनाव लड़ेगा और एक ऐतिहासिक निर्णायक जीत दर्ज कराएगा। इस चंडीगढ़ मेयर चुनाव को कोई साधारण आम चुनाव मत मानिए। ये एक ऐसा चुनाव है जिसमें पहली बार मुकाबला सीधा इंडिया बनाम भाजपा होने जा रहा है।
And 24 days later, BJP swept the Chandigarh mayor polls. BJP cantered to a comfortable win by bagging 16 of the 36 votes. Physical confrontations. A crying up candidate followed the poll results. India exploded after it failed the first electoral test.
कि किस तरह से इन्होंने वोटों की चोरी की है और इन्होंने जबरदस्ती चंडीगढ़ के अंदर अपना मेयर बनाया। इशू ये नहीं है कि मेयर किसका बनना चाहिए, चुनाव में हार जीत तो लगी रहती है।
आज हमारे देश की डेमोक्रेसी में एक काले दिन के तौर पे आज के दिन को लिखा जाएगा, याद किया जाएगा। और
जब काउंटिंग के दौरान इस प्रकार के बैलेट पेपर को इलीगल घोषित किया जाता है तो प्रिसाइडिंग अफसर, अगर मान लीजिए मैं प्रिसाइडिंग अफसर हूं तो मैं दोनों पार्टियों के इलेक्शन एजेंट को वो दिखाऊंगा बैलेट पेपर की, देख लीजिए यहां इनके निशान बाहर लगा हुआ है, ये इनवैलिड है, मैं इसे अवैध घोषित कर रहा हूं। ऐसे दोनों पार्टियों के इलेक्शन एजेंट को दिखाया जाता है।
The controversy reached the High Court with INDI Alliance filing a plea seeking re-election. Every single time the opposition loses electoral polls, it sings EVM tampering tune.
जो मशीन है जिसे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वोटिंग मशीन कहते हैं, ये चोर मशीन है। ईमानदारी से ये चोर मशीन है और मैं इन सब लीडरों से गुजारिश करूंगा, इस मशीन को खत्म करना चाहिए। दुनिया में कहीं ये मशीन नहीं है और इस मशीन कैसे चोरी की जाती है और हमने अभी इलेक्शनों में देखा है।
इन मशीनों ने और इन रिजल्टों ने लोगों के बीच में अविश्वास पैदा किया है और डेमोक्रेसी में ये सबसे खतरनाक बात है कि हम अविश्वास हो जाए किसी चीज पर। ये मशीन विश्वास पैदा नहीं कर रही है।
देखो ईवीएम तो मैं 2003 से मुझे भरोसा नहीं है ईवीएम पर। हमने बटन दबा दिया, पता ही नहीं पड़ा वोट कहाँ गया। जो वीवीपैट स्लिप गिरती है डब्बे में, हमारे हाथ में दे दे। तो हम मूल बात यह है कि जिस मशीन में चिप लगी है वो हैक होने की संभावना उसमें रहती है।
Amid poll debacle, implosion continues in Indy.
যে মল্লিকার্জুন খাড়গেকে বাংলার মুখ্যমন্ত্রী প্রধানমন্ত্রী রূপে দেখতে চান, সেই বাংলায় মল্লিকার্জুন খাড়গে রাহুল গান্ধীদের বক্তব্য রাখার অনুমতি দেওয়া হয় না।
Indy lost the corruption battle narrative in Jharkhand. Chief Minister Soren reappeared in Ranchi a day after ED seized cash, luxury cars at his Delhi residence.
A 20 crore property given away for just about 7 crore rupees. That's the allegation that has been levelled against an alleged close aide of Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren. Former Deputy Chief Minister of Bihar also faces similar graft charges. Opposition parties say that this is nothing but political vendetta. But as far as the centre is concerned, they say that this is a crackdown on corruption. And why exactly would the opposition parties have a problem if the agencies are doing their work?
Is the Indy coming apart ahead of Battle 2024? Let's debate.
Brace yourselves for a revolutionary leap into the world of news with the Republic World app. We are not merely presenting a news app. We at Republic TV are ushering in a new era of digital news consumption. The Republic World mobile app has the essence of power of breaking news and the heartbeat of our impactful shows seamlessly integrated into a singular dynamic platform for you. Join us, viewers, in an experience that goes beyond conventional news reporting. Don't merely witness the news, become a part of it. Download the Republic World app, now available on both the Google Play Store and the Apple App Store.
And the guest joining me on the debate tonight, national spokesperson of the BJP and senior advocate of the Supreme Court, Nalin Kohli, joins us. I have Karan Verma, political analyst, joining us on the debate. Spokesperson of the RJD, Ejia Yadav, joins us on the show. Nikhil Jain, advocate and political analyst, joins us. Dr. Piyush Joshi leans towards the Aam Aadmi Party, joins us on the debate, and so does Professor Manojit Mandal. Thank you so much. I would like to begin with Dr. Piyush Joshi. And Dr. Piyush Joshi, on record, Raghav Chaddha said that this will be, I'm talking about the Chandigarh mayor elections, this will be the first election that will be India versus the BJP. If I were to take it as that, is this a flop debut for the INDI Alliance? Dr. Joshi.
Very good evening to all of you, my fellow panelists. And, if we don't see anything wrong with the way this election has been conducted in Chandigarh, then I think we need to introspect very, very seriously as to where we are going wrong as a democratic nation. Because we very well know that how the numbers are stacked, and we very well know who had the majority. We very well know what was the obvious outcome. And if something is going wrong without following the proper protocol, then I think the signs are very, very serious for India as a democratic nation. You know, tomorrow someone else may form the government. Tomorrow someone else may appoint the presiding officer, and
foul on election results.
You know, where does it all end?
Dr. Joshi, is this the first time that you're crying foul on election results? Hasn't this been like a poll strategy for leaders? Hasn't this been a poll strategy? When you win an election, it's keeping mum. When you lose an election, then you speak about everything going wrong, right from the EVM to the format, everything is wrong.
You know, when I'm talking about this particular election result, you know, I'm not talking about all the other results we have had in the past. We are discussing the Chandigarh mayoral election today, and let us discuss about that only. And I would like to focus my comments on this election only. if something which is very, very obvious, you very well know, even before the elections are even before the elections have been conducted, as to who is going to be appointed the mayor based on the prevalence of the corporators in the municipality.
Can I make a point?
The obvious doesn't happen because the votes of the INDI Alliance members only have been declared invalid. None of the votes of the BJP have been declared invalid. So it is a mockery. It is a mockery. It is a mockery of the procedure. It is the mockery in which the election has been conducted. And I, for one,
what is a mockery?
It is a mockery of the procedure.
Sucharita, can I make a point, please?
It is a mockery of the EVM. It is always a mockery of the whole electoral process.
Have I commented about
when
EVM?
there is a defeat at hand? Let me go across to Nalin Kohli. Let me see how he counters that allegation, because that allegation has been there time and again. Dr. Joshi, that allegation has been there time and again. Nalin Kohli, the India Alliance has not taken its electoral debacle very lightly. They're clearly blaming you and they're saying that it's foul play from your end.
That's okay. Who's looking for a certificate from the INDI Alliance? And why should we? Let's understand something as bluntly as it gets. The rules that apply everywhere the same. This has been how it has been from day one, as it is today. Democracy is a numbers game. And ultimately, one who has the numbers succeeds. That is how it has been from day one. So if today, any party, Congress party or anyone else, cries foul, they need to go back first and look whether they applied the same rules when they were in power and succeeded. There is an election. So let's now look at it legally. There is an election in which a result has come, in which votes are treated as invalid. They are claiming that no, that this is foul play. On the other hand, equally true and equally credible, if their argument is believed to be credible, then equally credible is the counter argument which comes from the BJP side that your members gave invalid votes. So if your members give invalid votes and the BJP gets more number of votes, in that sense, he gets elected. You have a problem, you can go to the court. The rules of the court will be based on the evidence, but it's not going to be decided on a TV debate. So they can't talk about, now let's come to the Aam Aadmi Party. What is the Aam Aadmi Party talking about any morality? Mr. Kejriwal, who's the leader of the party, does not even have the courage to face the ED when 3 of his colleagues are in jail. For what? For a liquor scam. Why is there a liquor scam? Because they removed the old excise policy. They said it's useless, throw it in the dustbin. After they throw it in the dustbin, bring a new policy without following procedure by helping out people. When this comes out in the media, they throw the new policy in the dustbin and get the old policy. His colleagues, which includes 2 ministers of his government, being in jail, being denied bail, are they saying the Supreme Court, the High Court, the other courts are run by the BJP? Somewhere or the other, every judicial forum is saying, yes, there is a prima facie case. That does not mean, let me finish. I didn't interrupt.
Sir, I do understand, but you are digressing from the subject, sir.
I'm clear. I don't interrupt anyone.
Let him make his
I
point.
will not
Dr.
do a
Joshi,
debate
I gave you your space. Let Nalin
I am just
make his
asking,
point.
he's digressing from the subject, ma'am. We
Go
can
ahead,
debate till the cows come home on all the matters under the sun.
I will finish
No,
my point.
I'm not
That's
going to
what
allow
I was
anyone
just-
to
I will
digress.
finish my
Rest
point,
assured.
please. Now I'm being
I'm not
blunt.
allowing anyone to
Let me
digress. He's
finish my
just
point,
completing his point
There
and we
is
move
no
further.
argument.
Go ahead, Nalin.
1 minute. Let me finish my point. So the Aam Aadmi Party cannot claim any morality. And last of all, Mr. Kejriwal, who is the chief minister of Delhi, with his ministers in jail, running away from facing the ED and giving the truth, not one day has he come out and said in a press conference, these are all the documents. These all show that I have done the right thing. You ask him on excise policy, he talks education policy. You ask him on an excise ghotala, he will answer you that BJP is bad. So therefore, Aam Aadmi Party need not give us any anything
What are we debating
in terms of
tonight?
any nasiyat or advice, because they are hypocrisy.
Sir, are we talking
completely.
about the moral turpitude or are we debating the election results today? What are we talking about?
Okay,
We
what
can
is
debate
very
all the matters
interesting
under the
is,
sun today.
what is very interesting is, let me go across to Nikhil. Nikhil. Okay, Dr. Joshi, I will come to you. Let me go across to Nikhil Jain. And what is very, very interesting is that did the Aam Aadmi Party not give a very, very brutal insight into what's going to happen to the Congress party? Ek thi Congress. This jibe came from them. It did not come from the BJP. Ek thi Congress. So this is how it's going to be, Ek thi Congress.
No, so Chairita, let's not talk about the political rhetorics made by one party for another. Let's talk about a broader issue that is of greater relevance to the country at the moment, that there is an election to the post of the mayor of Chandigarh. And first of all, this is not an election that happened through EVMs, so let's not talk about EVMs at the moment. This was an election where chips were put in three baskets, one basket for the Aam Aadmi Party candidate, one for the BJP candidate, and the third for the invalid votes candidate. And now the High Court is entertaining a plea into the matter. This is a sub judice matter. Because what the Aam Aadmi Party councillor contesting for mayor is claiming is that the presiding officer for the elections indulged in foul play and the due fair electoral process was not followed. This is a question of grave concern for the country's democratic and electoral process right now. Let not Mr. Nalin Kohli make it about ED and Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party and Congress. Whichever party wins, they may win. But the point is that the process has to be fair and proper. Also, Sucharita, there's a lot of audio disturbance.
The process is always unfair when you lose. Isn't the process always unfair when you lose?
Absolutely not. Nobody is saying that, Sucharita. Look at what has happened
rhetoric.
there. That there are allegations that the presiding officer mixed the votes of the invalid votes basket and the AAP basket, and a due process was not followed. The order of the High Court dated 24th January has not been followed. Are we to not care about flouting of orders of constitutional courts in this country? Are we to not care about having a fair electoral process in this country? Aam Aadmi Party, BJP, Congress can all win and lose elections. That should not matter as much as having a fair electoral process.
Nikhil, can I make a point, please? Now, I've heard you.
I am very surprised, Karan, that all the allegations are being made by Arvind Kejriwal, by Bhagwant Mann. Why is Rahul Gandhi not speaking on this? And why I'm interested in this, Karan, is that you're trying to sneak out of this defeat now. You're trying to put it completely on the Aam Aadmi Party. Let them handle it. They are the ones who are voicing. They are the ones who are speaking on this defeat.
Two things, Sucharita. सबसे पहले, it is a perfect case of उल्टा चोर कोतवाल को डांटे. It was the AAP and the Congress combined that tried to cheat in this election. These 8 votes that were declared invalid, they are declared invalid by the presiding officer, attested by the deputy commissioner. You cannot try to cheat in an election and just when you are caught, you start shouting, oh, we have been cheated, we have been cheated. It is a perfect case of the pot calling the kettle black. These 8 votes were declared invalid because they had flouted all norms of ballot papers. They had given their identity marks. They had given paper marks on that, which has been put on record by the deputy commissioner. So I think Nikhil has not done his homework when he's come for this debate. Number one. So now that this has come, you are free to challenge it in the court. But you cannot be selective with institutions. That just every time you win an election, you say the election pranali is absolutely fair and squeaky clean. And when you lose the election, you start abusing the system. The fact of the matter is, ताउम्र यही गलती करता रहा, धूल चेहरे पे थी, आईना साफ करता रहा. धूल आपके चेहरे पे है. आप ना एक नैरेटिव दे पाए, ना आप एक अलायंस दे पाए, and people are looking through it. People are looking through the fact that today Raghav Chadha said it, that this is a direct fight between the INDI Alliance and BJP, and you lost. You lost despite your best efforts to cheat in an election. So you must understand this. And Rahul Gandhi has now understood. Ekla chalo re. From Modi hatao to apna dal bachao. They have come a long way. And INDI Alliance, this was an alliance which was doomed to fail. And I am not surprised that nothing is left of it today. Nitish Kumar has had his homecoming, Ghar Vapsi. Mamata Banerjee has made it clear ki bhai ekla chalo re. Now what is left of you? All that is left is that my friend Nikhil was pro-Congress a few days back. Today he's pro-AAP. He's also in an identity crisis. Where to go? So this entire INDI Alliance is like a ship without a rudder. They are at the mercy of the winds.
Pro-democracy, whether it is for the Congress or for the Aam Aadmi Party.
Now you're pro-democracy, Nikhil, but let me go across to Manojit Mandal. Manojit, when we're speaking about the electoral process, during the Bengal elections, there were scenes of people running away with ballot boxes, throwing them in ponds, putting them on fire. Why wasn't there a lecturing on electoral practice then, when the West Bengal elections were going on? There was no lecturing.
By the way,
you were talking about the Panchayat election while these things were orchestrated by your leader of the opposition here, Mr. Shubhendu Adhikari. He was doing all these things. There have been videos on these that he was instigating people to loot the ballot boxes. And I had debated on your channel about these things. You're talking about last year election when Shubhendu Adhikari was egregiously orchestrating all these things. Everyone knows that. That's not the point. The point is very simple here. I want to ask one very important question to my BJP friends who have now welcomed Mr. Nitish Kumar to their home. आप घर में सोते हो कैसे? जब आईना में आप देखते हो अपना मुंह, आप क्या जवाब देते हो? 3 दिन पहले आप नीतीश कुमार जी को गाली दे रहे हैं। 6 महीने पहले अमित शाह जी ने कहा हमेशा के लिए दरवाजा बंद हो गया। मोदी जी ने कहा आयाराम गयाराम है। आप क्या करते हो उसको?
सर, आई एम सॉरी टू
इंटरप्ट
अच्छा लगता है इस टाइप का वो 3 दिन पहले तक गाली दे रहे थे, आप तो अभी भी दे रहे हैं।
घर के लोगों के बात
आई एम सॉरी टू से दिस, बट व्हाट इज the exchange between Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary and Mamta Didi? Please, can we speak about the exchange of words between the two leaders? Supposedly in an alliance. Supposedly in an alliance.
Has been a stooge of BJP for the last few years. It is very overt, and he has never seen eye to eye with Mamta Didi.
He's been a stooge of the BJP.
Even when he came
He's
from
been a
left front
stooge
to
of the
Congress,
BJP is what TMC says. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is a stooge of the BJP.
पहली बार 9 PM शो कर रही है, बोलने नहीं दोगे? ये किस तरह का शो है भाई? ये किस तरह का शो है भाई? इतना प्राइम टाइम शो करती हो?
Manojit, this is as big as it can get. Calling him a stooge of the BJP. Calling him the stooge.
After a long period of time, can I?
No, Manojit. You don't worry about that, Manojit. What I'm really worried about are the cracks between Didi and Rahul.
No, you should be worried about that.
And those are only becoming wider.
You should also be worried about democracy.
Now,
you should worry about, if you are worried about democracy, you should be worried about your show also, because you're not allowing others to speak. That is also democracy.
No, I am deeply concerned because all of you coming together 2019. Now let me make this very clear. Nalin, 2019.
20 seconds for us. Not even 20 seconds for us.
When Narendra Modi won with a massive mandate, the opposition said that there was no unity amongst us. So Narendra Modi got a big mandate. Now this time they have all the time, they had all the time, and all the meetings that they did is coming down to this. Now this time they don't have an excuse.
It's BJP who is scared of INDI Alliance.
I'm going to cross the line.
They are again throwing their Rottweilers in the form of EVMs. Look what they are doing in Bihar. 3 days pehले they sent ED CPI.
That question was to Nalin, by the way.
They've been hounding this person.
Mr. Mandal, that question was to Nalin, by the way.
BJP who is scared. And I have no doubt in my mind that Mr. Nitish Kumar, who has now become a veritable Paltu Kumar or Patli Kumar, Patli Putro, ये पलटी पुत्र, पाटली पुत्र से पलटी पुत्र बन गए और उनको वापस ले लिया घर में। अब सोते हो कैसे घर में? खुद से बात तो करते हो, 3 दिन पहले गालियां देते थे। At least Mamta Di is consistent in one thing.
Okay, so
she will never have any alliance with two political parties. CPIM in Bengal.
Okay, now if that
BJP.
monologue is over, can I go across to Nalin now? He's patiently waiting for you to make your point. But I think now I'll have to go across to him. Can we go across to Nalin?
He doesn't know how to behave with the.
Okay, the monologue will not end.
Because she has shown her courage.
Okay, we'll go across to Nalin. Nalin, this will not end. This will not end. Can we have...
BJP should not be worried about that. BJP should be worried about their own alliance partner.
Okay.
How they are inviting people.
I don't think you're getting sufficient time to be speaking in the party forums, Manojit Mandal. It just seems like that. So can we just go across to Nalin, please? I put him a question. 2019, all excuses of not being in unison. We were not standing together. This time, all the time they had. Nalin. Oh, I think he's not able to hear me. Let me go across to Ejja Yadav. Okay, let me go across to Ejja Yadav. Ejja Yadav, if I can come to you. Obviously, Nitish Kumar is being discussed and he's switching sides, changing his side, going again with the BJP. But what is really worrisome is the ED allegations that are against Tejaswi Yadav, against Lalu Yadav. And all your party leaders seem to be saying that now that Nitish has switched sides, orders are very clear that Lalu Yadav and Tejaswi Yadav have to be sent behind the bars. But weren't these allegations already there? Wasn't the interrogation, wasn't the entire process happening even before?
Yes, Sucheta. The ED cases, the summons by the ED, I think it had become a regular, you can say, routine work. If you go past 6 to 7 years back, the ED, they were constantly sending summons, calling them, and they were also going to Delhi, and now the office is in Patna, where they yesterday Lalu Prasad Yadav was there for 9 hours and Tejaswi for 8 hours. But one thing is also true. Although it appeared to us that Nitish Kumar would be staying with us, but the moment, or maybe he had already planned with the BJP of switching sides, since everything happened so smoothly between them, suddenly the work of the ED, it is actually speeding up in Bihar. Lalu Prasad Yadav was called, Tejaswi ji was called. If you look at Jharkhand, then there also, although the deadline was, last date was till the 31st of January, but suddenly ED became very active. Only today itself they became very active. So the target for the ED is to target the opposition. Those who are opposed to BJP, ED is very active to summon them. Don't you think there are other people also? For example, Ajit Pawar, once he joined hands with BJP, ED has stopped sending summons to him. It's only those parties,
now this is an allegation that comes repeatedly. Nalin, even though I posed a different question to you, let me just take it from where Ejja Yadav is leaving it. She's saying that be it Himanta Biswa Sarma or Ajit Pawar, we are not Ajit Pawar, we are not Himanta Biswa Sarma, we are going to fight it against the BJP. You are only targeting people who are not on your side. And it will only increase with 2024 elections coming.
I will answer this question, but I wish to make a comment on the earlier part when my audio broke down, which is about the Aam Aadmi Party Congress crying foul. We must also look at it from another perspective. The Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress Party were the main parties that fought against each other in Punjab. Now sitting in Delhi, Mr. Kejriwal or Mr. Chadda, along with Mr. Rahul Gandhi or anyone else, can plan we will have an alliance. On the ground, the two parties are fighting each other vehemently. So why should it be believed that everybody is delighted that they are entering into an alliance? So this today, what we have seen there, is a good example that people don't want to be part of this alliance. The leaders are conceptualizing something on paper. On the ground, it has no value. So before they start attacking the BJP on morality and the invalid votes, they should also reflect how good is the relationship on the ground between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress. Now let's come to the question on the ED. On the ED, the allegation on the BJP being made, as just now was made, that the BJP goes, that the ED goes only after opposition parties. And it lets go those who come close to the BJP. Not one case has been closed against anybody who has joined the BJP. On the contrary, a day ago, the ED has actually summoned somebody in Punjab who's a senior BJP leader. Number 3, all the ED action, is it not exposing corruption or not? In Bengal, the house of a minister, his aides was raided, 16 crores, 20 crores, 25 crores cash. In Odisha, a Congress leader is raided 351 crores cash. The highest amount ever seized in the history of independent India. Congress leaders, what are they talking about? In Hemant Sorenji's house, today the news has come, 36 lakhs cash. Somebody whose salary is 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs keeps 36 lakhs cash at home. 2 BMWs in the names. These are questions that have to be asked. Why is he evading for 10 times or 14 times, the number of times he's been called, to come and give his explanation about a land scam, about a mining scam? What is the mining scam? He's the mining minister. He gives a mine to himself. I mean, one doesn't hear of these things. Let's come to Lalu Prasad Yadav ji. Was he convicted or not? Was it done by the ED? The Chara Ghotala, as it's called, goes back decades. As Ravi Shankar Prasad ji put it out yesterday in some statement, that 1.5-year-old child is a crorepati. They will have to explain where did this money come from. Now let's come to Hemant Biswa Sarma. Dr. Hemanta Biswa Sarma, a lot of times this argument is done, and equally those many times I have stood on TV and defended it, to point out he was called as a witness. The Congress party made a huge hue and cry, no, he's a scamster. He went to court and filed a court case against them. They are running from it even today. That case is there. So they don't do their homework. They don't do their facts. They come and make allegations. But the point is, why are the people of India believing that the ED's job is credible when leader after leader is being found with cash or the raids are being justified? Let's now come to the final thing. There are courts. The courts are independent. They are not run by the BJP. As a lawyer, I'm saying that the courts finally grant bail where they see there is a meritorious case or there is no justification for custody, and deny bail where they feel there's a prima facie issue, where there may be tampering of evidence, where there may be interference with the witnesses. In all of these cases, the leaders who are inside are applying under their legal rights to seek bail. Yet the courts are not granting it. One must sit back and therefore say, perhaps the ED's case must be strong, that the courts are also seeing it that way.
Well, I'm very interested. Nikhil, you want to make a point here? Nikhil, I'm very interested in this whole development in Chandigarh, the mayor election. And why do I keep coming back to it? Because you yourself, the Aam Aadmi Party, the Congress Party, put it out as the event, as the start of this fight between the INDI Alliance and the BJP. But it's all fallen flat. And it's only I should say a few days left to the 2024 elections. How are you going to pick up these threads? Everything seems to be falling apart for the INDI Alliance, Nikhil.
So, Chairita, everything seems to be falling apart for the democracy of this country. Let your viewers just understand how is the mayor of Chandigarh Municipal Corporation elected. The corporation has 45 members, 9 of them are nominated, they don't have a vote, and the member of parliament from the city of Chandigarh, they also have a vote. The BJP has 14 members in the corporation. The MP of Chandigarh is from the BJP, so therefore the BJP has 15 votes. The Aam Aadmi Party has 13 members and the Indian National Congress has 7 members. So the India Alliance had 20 votes while the BJP had 15 votes. What is the result of the election? 15 and 12. The BJP gets 15 votes and wins, and the India Alliance gets 12 votes and loses. And how many are the votes that have been declared invalid? 8. Press was not allowed into the gallery. They could only see on a screen without an audio output. The presiding officer immediately leaves the dais and BJP members come and tear off the ballot papers. This is not a loss for the India Alliance. This is pure election rigging. And may I also remind the dirty tricks that the BJP played during this election on 18th of January. They delayed the election for another 18 days to 6th of February, right after the India Alliance said that we are going to fight this election together. The parties have gone to the court. And the High Court had to step in. The parties have gone to the court, and I'm sure you have full faith in court. By this order dated 24th of January. So Mr. Kohli might very well say that it's the India Alliance in shambles, but it's not the India Alliance. It is the integrity of the democratic and electoral process in the country that is in shambles. So far as Hemant Soren's raids on Hemant Soren's house is concerned, 36 lakhs cash has been recovered from his house, and he's talking about a 2-3-4 lakhs rupees salary. He's forgetting about the fact that he has a business family. They are in various
democracy under attack. And I want to say this. Just before Karan comes in, Dr. Piyush,
BMW cars or whatever they want. The
Dr. Piyush, iPhones receive warnings, then you blame it on the BJP. Your leaders get summons from the ED, you blame it on the BJP. You lose the 2023 elections, you blame it on the EVMs. Now the mayor elections, you lose. You're again calling out the democratic process.
Accused in an extortion
that is
case,
how
you
selective he can be while judging
scam.
democracy.
And
And
also,
what is under threat,
let me
my
go
dear
from
friend, what is
Karan.
under threat is the fact that your
Kumar
idea
was
of an
named
alliance
as
is
the
now under
key
threat. It is
accused in
gone.
various scams, but the
It is
ED
gone,
does not
and
take
you must
any
now
action against
wake
them.
up to this reality that
This
you
is
never
very
had an
clearly
alliance to begin
political.
with.
They are
So it is only
hampering the
right that it
electoral
has
process
crumbled
of the
and fallen apart
country and
today.
then beating their chest ki, oh my God, we have won,
Keep
we have won,
ranting.
we have won. This is not how
Okay,
this
Nikhil,
country
I've
ever
asked
ran.
Karan to make a point. Let Karan make his point.
No, I think you asked the question to me
I
as
think
well.
by just allow him to speak, make his point.
Can I make a point, please?
I will come across to you, Dr. Joshi. I'm coming across to you after this.
There's some audio. So, Charita, I am saying my friend Nikhil and Piyush ji, they don't feel democracy is under threat when during the poll, pre-poll and post-poll violence occurs in Bengal and 45 people die. At that time, their sense of democracy doesn't rise up. They don't say anything and go on to form an alliance with them. It's another thing that they are booted out of the alliance, and Didi's made it clear that Ekla Chalo Re. That time they don't have any sense of democracy. And today, when they are resorting to this kind of vandalism, when their votes, their synergy didn't work out and the presiding officer attested, they are free to approach the courts. But how come now you sing this song of democracy and become this beacon of democracy, and at that time you choose to be in slumber? So I think it's their integrity who question it selectively, which is there for the people to see.
Dr. Joshi, go ahead and make your point. And as I said, it seems that for everything, the BJP is responsible. The iPhones receive warnings, the BJP is doing it. The leaders get summons, the BJP is doing it. For everything, BJP is responsible. You lose 2023 elections, the BJP is responsible. Of course, they're responsible. They won the voter to their side and they won the elections.
Okay. Now can I come in now? Okay. All I am saying that you see wherever democracy is in danger, wherever the electoral rules are being flouted, wherever MLAs are being purchased and are switching sides, BJP is directly or indirectly involved. It is very clear. We have seen it in MP, we did see it in Karnataka, we saw it in Goa. You know, there are numerous examples of circumventing the due electoral process. And this is one example. I am surprised.
In Maharashtra,
MLAs
the
being
Mahavikas Agadi was formed.
No. What do you mean by MLAs and MPs being bought?
And BJP. So, sir, who has changed the rules and who has cheated the
think
mandate?
that
Let's be
MLAs
honest about it.
in Madhya Pradesh, the MLAs in Karnataka, just with sides, you know, very easily they had an inner calling. Come on, now give me a break. Now, when we are talking
this is
about
very interesting, Dr. Joshi, that if a Nitish Kumar switches sides and goes to the Mahagathbandhan and forms a government with the RJD, then he becomes the Vikas Purush.
He's been in the part of the NDA.
Look,
so
I say
you have
about
yourself
Mr.
to blame if you
Nitish
can't
Kumar,
keep
it
your
is a
people
good
together.
riddance
Also.
Okay, one at a time. Karan, let him speak, Karan.
Only single comment for Mr. Nitish Kumar, it's good riddance. And it is in time. It is good that it happened at least 2 months, 2.5 months before the Lok Sabha elections. It is in favor of INDI Alliance. I think we should be thankful to Mr. Nitish Kumar for switching sides. Now, coming back to the Chandigarh elections, what is the use of having more corporators? What is the use of having numbers if the presiding officer is going to disqualify your votes?
The more measured you are with your words, the better it is. The more measured you are with your words, the better it is. Because with Nitish Kumar, we don't know.
Saying we have
and
great galaxy of leaders.
That is the question I will take across to Nalin as well.
Kumar as an experienced leader.
It seems that okay. I'm speaking about the INDI Alliance, and I speak about Nitish Kumar switching sides. I know we've spoken about this for the last 48 hours, but Nalin, there seems to be this whole idea that you really cannot rely on Nitish Kumar, and a section of the BJP also thinks that. A section of the BJP also thinks that. So now that he's on your side, how do you see it? I think Nalin is not able to hear me. Nalin is not able to hear me. But let me take this question from Ajay Yadav. Ajay, I think a part of the BJP also thinks that now Nitish Kumar is not reliable. But what I want to ask you is, we really don't know. Now that you're calling him names, we don't know when he will take the next turn. So maybe all of you are restrained. You don't know. Maybe he'll again be the Yug Purush for you. He'll again be the Vikas Purush for you.
So, Chatter, you never know. His party may be dissolved. Maybe after a month or two, there may be no members in his party. Forget Nitish Kumar joining RJD again. within few months, as Tejasvi Yadav has said, there'll be no legislature, there'll be no members, no Sadasya in JDU. JDU is one party that will be over within 2 months. So this is going to be the future of that party, because the party has lost its credibility.
No, but that was the allegation they put against you. That was the allegation he was putting against you, that the RJD was trying to break up his party. The RJD was trying to break up his party. Now, what is interesting is when we speak about the INDI Alliance, these cracks were very evident right from the start.
See, RJD always wanted to work with Nitish Kumar once Nitish Kumar joined our side. And the way Tejasvi ji was working, if you look at it closely, you'll see there were so many jobs, almost 2.25 teachers in government schools. You can see they got the appointment letters. So when Tejasvi ji came and with Nitish Kumar, Bihar was working and it was moving in a very positive direction. There were no issues of question paper leak that used to happen when Nitish Kumar was with BJP. Any examination were to be held, there would be question paper leak. Once Tejasvi Yadav or Nitish Kumar joined hands with Tejasvi Yadav, these competitive examinations started being conducted very smoothly. Results were declared, announced on time. Appointment letters were given timely. So everything had become very smooth. It's only there was some kind of fear by the BJP that Nitish Kumar was scared. Since BJP is at the center and they have the habit
if Nalin can hear me, I hope he can hear me. Nalin, it is very clear that a part of the BJP also feels that they cannot really rely on Nitish Kumar. And as Ajya says, they are being restrained because they never know when he makes another U-turn.
The party may automatically dissolve. There'll be no
I
next
am unable to understand how Bihar seemed to be progressing in this alliance that took place between RJD and JDU, because in the media repeatedly the stories used to come the return of the Gundaraj. So therefore, with all sorts of negative stories on law and order coming up as it used to be in the 90s in the era of the RJD, it raises questions about what was this hope that they were talking about great alliance. Perhaps Nitish ji must have also felt that whatever his ideals were with regard to development, they are taking a back seat. He must have been under pressure of, as we say, coalition compulsions. So it's not for me to speak for Nitish Kumar ji. I'm sure he will, or his party people can answer that better. But certainly, the RJD's track record in governance has been questionable, to put it mildly. And it is perhaps that because of Nitish ji, they were not having a free hand fully, but still they were having issues like their old government. That's my general guess. Second is, the RJD, the other version which is coming out is that the RJD was trying to poach away the MLAs of Mr. Nitish Kumar's party. And therefore, they must have felt that what is the point of being with a partner who is not honest with us? These are what the medias are saying. Our Bihar leaders are better equipped to give you more details on it. But I don't buy the argument that Nitish Kumar ji, in 2 months his government will disappear or the party will be over. This sort of prediction is as strong as the prediction made by the Aam Aadmi Party today morning that INDI Alliance is a great success. By evening we saw the success. 8 members of the Congress party, as seems to be the indication, they were not interested in being part of this alliance and their votes were invalidated. So the big issue is that if they talk of an alliance, then they have to show what does the alliance mean. Who is the leader? Where is their office? What is their agenda? What is that common agenda they are working about? Which seats are they contesting? Who will be the candidate on that seat? There is zero clarity on any one of these issues. So what is this alliance? It's not an alliance. It's a paper concept. And on the ground, the workers are not together. Let tomorrow every worker of the Congress party or the Aam Aadmi party say, no, we are now not going to fight with each other. We will only fight jointly against the BJP. It won't happen. Their leaders are not willing to accept it. That's the harsh truth.
The leaders are not ready to accept it. An electoral debut debacle in Chandigarh. Let me go across to Nikhil. Then what has really happened in Bihar, the drifting away of Nitish Kumar. And now with West Bengal, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's statement today, Nikhil says, Rahul Gandhi not allowed to hold meetings as a part of Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra in Malda. in Murshidabad district of West Bengal, while posters of him and Congress were torn down. This was his statement. So where is the wedge? It's very clear. How is this alliance going to hold itself together is my question.
So, Charita, first of all, there's a lot of audio issues, so I couldn't understand half of what you said. But so far as today's Chandigarh elections are concerned, I've already made it very clear that the presiding officer apparently illegally declared 8 votes invalid, while the Congress only had 7.
Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's statement.
I am coming to that. And the second point you made about, let me respond to each of the 3 points that you made. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's statement, I'll also come to. First, let me come to the second point you made about Nitish Kumar leaving the India Alliance. See, Nitish Kumar is an old man, and the writing was on the wall that he will not be the Chief Minister of Bihar for long. His party is not going to survive for long, whether it is with the India Alliance or whether it is with the India Alliance, because the party and the leader have very limited credibility now. So he's chosen, so if he has chosen a comfortable retirement in going with the BJP, I don't think we should blame him for that. I think the India Alliance should be very happy with the fact that a person who was not standing for ideals but for the post of position of a PM candidate
why you should be
or for a
worried
convener
is that he was
has
the one
chosen
who
to
got
go his
all
ways
the
with the
parties
BJP.
together to form an alliance. And then he
The India Alliance is an alliance of ideology. It is an alliance of principle. If you cannot stick to principles, you can and always will join the BJP, and that is what he has done. That is what Ajit Pawar has done. That is what Eknath Shinde has done. So I don't see any problem in a leader like that leading,
that is how you
whose
defeat
party
Narendra Modi in 2024.
and whose political career was on the verge of getting over anyway. So far as Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary's comments are made concerned, Rahul Gandhi's yatra has been a success so far. It continues to be a success, and I'm sure it will be as good a success when it completes as the original Bharat, as the first iteration of the Bharat Jodo Yatra was. Yes, of course, you do stumble across hurdles in various parts of the country, and there is also the element of conspiracy by the BJP.
Yeah, go ahead, Karan.
Yeah, Sucharita, let's understand. I mean, it was the first person who said there should be a probe into the liquor scam was Ajay Maken. Ajay Maken was the first person who said there should be a probe in Kejriwal's house in the liquor scam. He was the first person to say this. Arvind Kejriwal certified that there should be a probe into ED probe into Sukhpal Khera in Punjab. There they were fine with the ED probe. He welcomed the probe in Partha Chatterjee's case in TMC. So the fact of the matter is they are all at daggers ends with each other. They are bitter foes, and there was no way their Karyakartas would ever allow for an alliance. Now the fact is every party is thinking about saving its own base. They know beating Narendra Modi is a pipe dream. So the best they can do is save their constituency, keep their sheep together. Look at the success of Rahul Gandhi, which my friend Nikhil claims. After Bharat Jodo Yatra, no party is with him. His party is in shambles. Milind Deora has left him. That is the success of his yatras. First, he should unite the Congress. First, he should end the Anyay within the Congress where people like Milind Deora are leaving him.
He could not perform in any of the
Unite the Congress is what Karan says. First, unite the Congress.
You have lost the plot completely with the people of this country.
Then think of getting other partners. Nalin, last comment from Nalin Kohli. I don't have time left on the debate.
You can keep on picking up people like them without any ground base, without any political might.
All right, so Nikhil, Nalin.
I think I heard that. I think what happens is when the ground reality is against you or against a person, then they talk of the moral high ground. Let's say it's a cricket match. The losing team cannot, I mean, what kind of argument would it be if the losing team says, we didn't want to win this on moral ground, so we let them win. It is not like that. The fact of the matter is the INDI Alliance doesn't exist. Mr. Rahul Gandhi's so-called Bharat Jodo Yatra led to the Congress being ejected out of 3 seats, 3 places. 2 places where it was incumbent, Rajasthan and Chhattisgarh, and Madhya Pradesh, where they said that they will be sweeping it, they came down to a dismal performance. So therefore, the bottom line is that the Congress party has an existential threat. Whether who is to be their leader, what is Mr. Rahul Gandhi's success, that is for them to decide. It's not for the BJP. But the fact of the matter is, every time they face an electoral issue or they face a loss, like this in the case of Mr. Nitish Kumar walking away, they'll say, oh, we are very happy that he walked away. Well, so okay, we have no problem with that. I mean, the Congress can keep feeling happy as much as it wants about losing state after state. getting away from the people of India who will consistently keep voting for the BJP and Modi ji's leadership or the agenda of his government. We have no problem with that. So they can live with that happily. We will live with the fact that our government needs to serve the people. India needs to be a developed nation.
It's very clear.
These are our ideals. Prime Minister Modi's government is
in
doing that, and we are happy
2014, when Narendra Modi won, when 2014 Narendra Modi won, they said that it was a big media campaign that helped him win. 2019, they said that
it still is. It still
because
is.
we were not united that Narendra Modi could forge this victory. Now there was a lot of time, there have been a lot of meetings, and if this time you don't succeed, then there's no one else to blame. That's all I had time for. Thank you so much for joining me on the debate.